What's up guys, welcome to the channel. Right, today we've got a single coil RDA for you, and this one is a collaboration between MF Vapes and the Cthulhu mods, and it was kindly sent over for review from Sourcemore. Here it is, called the Mjölnir or Mjölnir, something like that, but anyway it's sitting on top of the E-Leaf iStick mix kit, which I've recently reviewed. It's the iStick mix mod, not the kit though, obviously. Right, here we are down at the table then. We've got the Mjölnir RDA by Cthulhu and MF Vapes. Black sticker indicates we got the black RDA. On the back, we've got a little bit of description here. The Mjölnir RDA is 24mm, has a unique double chamber system that makes it vape like a 20mm RDA. Innovative airflow design allows for bottom airflow flavour. So just unscrew that. It's presented like this, but underneath you do get a baggie, of course. Small flathead screwdriver. We got an Allen key, 2 Allen keys in there. We do have a squonk pin, gold-plated squonk pin in there. 4 spare grub screws and a selection of O-rings as ever. We've got a little manual here and a little what's this? Follow us, so like a QR code for social media, all of that. So here it is. It did come with 3 drip tips, I believe it did, but I can't for the life of me remember what happened to that one. But they are 810 fitting. This one's for a more restrictive draw, that particular one. And here is the one that comes on it, which is quite a fat old one. Still got a bit of a reduced ball going on. 810 fitting. Looks quite nice, but I don't particularly like using it. It reminds me of what Watofo started doing, like on the Profile Unity, and that. Not very comfortable in my opinion. Right, we've got O-ring around the top to help make the seal, so all of your 810s will fit with this one. Quick look on the bottom. What we got? Mjölnir, Cthulhu mods and MF Vapes, usual markings, and we do have a gold-plated 510 pin with a peak insulator surrounding it. Does protrude a little bit, but just make sure that your one protrudes enough that you're happy that you would like to use it on a hybrid mechanical device. We do have adjustable airflow on this particular one. Just have a look around the rest of it though. We have sort of got some like fin type designs going on here. No rough edges, no problems at all. Nice bit of like knurled 2 rings around here, which you can grip hold of. Right, here's the airflow then. So we do have stoppers on both sides, and you can adjust it down. What you adjust on one will be the same on the other side. And if you carry on going, you can actually take it off the mod, but let's just do it up tight because that will actually close right off, just like that. And there's the stopper there, and then you can remove it. So nice resistance though, the airflow control there. I really do like it. As you can see there, we've got 2 O-rings to help make the seal of the cap. It's not too hard to get off though. And there's the double chamber they're talking about. So that bit there is like 20mm within the top, which basically does cover the top of the deck, so you're getting that reduced chamber, which does intensify the flavour. Like we have got the dome in down there as well, which does give better flavour. Just sort of zoom right in there, just see these cutouts here on both sides. This is what gives you your the hard stop basically when you undo it from the mod. Yeah, so you've got the notch down the bottom, which obviously marries up with the top bit around here, those cutouts that I just said about. But it works really well, the lock-in feature on here. So here's the air intakes there. You can see that they are angled down, and then they travel across and come out through the centre to hit the actual core, so you're getting bottom airflow in effect. Right, the clamps, you have your legs facing the other way, so you've got nice hex style grub screws, really nice, and we do have like a lip as well, so when you've got your lead in there, it's hard for it to fall out again, so no problems there. Super deep juice well on this one, as you can see. And you can take the 510 pin out at the bottom, take it all apart. This section will pull out, but we're not going to do that now. But obviously you can squonk as well, and it's obviously very squonk friendly, this one is. Right, we're using one of these cores today, the dual core fused Clapton nichrome 29 gauge times 2 plus a 40 gauge outer wrap. Should come out to around 0.4 ohm, but then again I have taken a couple of wraps off. I've just pulled the coil apart as well, because it was a contact coil. Hard to show on camera because I haven't got any nails, so it was a bit fiddly, but then just pull it apart and then just push it back in, spring it back together, and then you've got yourself a nice little spaced coil. Right, get your build deck, release your screws so you can just see it like that, so you can fit your coils in there. I also sort of bent them down a little bit, make them a little bit straight, put them at alternate angles. Right, let's just concentrate on one. Just hold that there, get your Allen key. Grab your snips, snip it as close to the edge as possible. You can use the coily tool if you want and pre-cut them, I'm just being lazy. Right, got it on the 521 tab, so what's it reading as? 0.37 ohms. So this is a space coil, shouldn't require too many pulses, just a couple of goes, light pulses, just to burn off any excess machine oil, etc. Right, we'll get the top cap on now and see if that resistance changes. Make sure that the leads are cut within there. You can just see there we've got a little buffer zone anyway. Should be okay, but we'll just double check. Right, we're on 0.37 ohms. Happy with that. So that is the Mjölnir RDA, coiled and wigged up. So let's go back up top and I'll give you my thoughts on it. Right, we are back up top with the Mjölnir RDA, and we've got it sitting on top of the ice stick mix again with my own bespoke yellow drip tip, and I think it looks rather tasty indeed. Right, let's talk about this RDA then. Fit and finish build quality first. Right, starting from the top, the drip tips that come with it, I'm not an avid fan of it. This one here is that fat style one. It's, yeah, it's a little bit, I don't know why they're starting to throw these ones in. I just find them uncomfortable myself personally. And the mouth to lung tip that comes with it as well. If you're going to do a mouth to lung cord in it, it's probably okay, but I just don't like the look of it at all. I prefer using my own tips. I prefer a sort of more of a narrower bore 810 like this one. I think is perfect for this one with a nice restricted direct to lung. But anyway, the finish and build quality is superb on this. It really is great. The O-ring tolerances, you can wave this around here. It comes off nicely though. We've got an awesome bit of innovation in there with the double walled chamber, so we can basically it's giving you a narrower diameter at the top basically, so it condenses the chamber more, so you're getting better flavour from it. So it's an awesome design, but the machine work on it's flawless. I really do like it. One piece top cap, and it's got adjustable airflow and it works superbly. The O-ring tolerances on this bottom are just awesome. The AFC spins really well once it clicks into place. Nice bit of restriction, lockers on it as well, hard stop so you can take it off the mod. We got a mega deep juice well in here, so it's awesome for squonking and for dripping for that matter, and I haven't had it leak out the airflow slots or anything. Super simple build deck. It would be nice if you could do it in either orientation, but it is what it is and it works really well. I just like the fact of the those decks that have it, so they've got 4 screws in rather than 2, because you notice on here we've just got it like that, so you can only put it one way round. So if you call it the other way round, you're knackered. And half of my calls come so they don't fit half these decks that only have it one way round. So it's not hard, surely, just to put another couple of notches in either side, a couple of cutouts, put a couple of more screws in it so you could choose. But yeah, so that's just a little con. But apart from that, everything else about the build quality and fit and finish is awesome. The paintwork's held on, and yeah, really pleased. So let's have a little toot on it then. We've got a 0.36 ohm build. We've got it at 40 watts on the iStick Mix. Here we go. Airflow fully open. Nice clouds, lovely draw on it, nice and smooth. It's not as smooth as honeycomb airflow, of course, but it's a really satisfying draw on it. Now with this RDA, I've got quite a high ohm core. Well, I say high, it's only 0.36, but that's quite high for me. So I don't like rocking it past like 35, 45 watts, to be honest. It's a flavour chaser's RDA, this one, so you don't need to go mega wattage. But we'll just put it up to 50 for you. Of course, you're getting more clouds because you've got more wattage to it. But like I say, we've only got the quite narrow airflow slots, so they're only like just over ½ centimetre by like 1 millimetre. So you're not getting masses of airflow because it's not designed for that. So personally, 50 watts a bit too much. I like to have it around 37. So we're going to do that, and we're going to restrict the airflow to half now, just to see what it sounds like. Relatively smooth. Like I say, there is a little bit of turbulence there, but it's quite satisfying. We're just going to juice it up a little bit more. Forgot to do my rating for how restrictive that airflow was, but basically it's no more than a 6 out of 10, with 10 being the widest open, 1 being a super tight vape. So if you restrict it by half, you're obviously getting more of a restrictive vape, but we'll put it to a quarter now. Here we go. Nice and smooth still. But if you're going to start restricting it that low, I would highly suggest just using like a 0.5 and above ohm cord, and maybe a space cord as well, even up to a 1 ohm cord, to get more of a loose mouth to lung style vape. For me personally, I like to rock it wide open because it gives me a restrictive direct to lung, and it gives it enough airflow to cool that cool down, and it just brings out the flavour more for me. I find it a little bit too hot otherwise. But 37 watts, here we go, and we'll give you a flavour rating. Just to restrict it a little bit actually. Now we're talking. Right guys, single coil RDA. This is, I know it's been out for a few months, but this is now one of my favourite single coil RDAs. This has given me a good 9 out of 10 for flavour, and it really is. It does live up to all the hype. Like I say, I've had it a few weeks, but it's actually been out like sometime in 2018, I do believe. But overall with this one, you've got awesome build quality, machine quality. It just comes off the mod. The airflow control spins very well. You've got lovely O-ring tolerances. The build deck's nice, although you could have more screws, so you could do it the other way around and all of that. But you're getting an awesome draw of it. You don't get leaking. It's good for squonk, and it's good for dripping. So it gets a huge thumbs up from me. So if you enjoyed the review guys, don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up. It's much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and make sure you hit that little bell notification. Now, as ever, I've got my own website. It's up there on one of the sides, and my social media links are all down below the video. So until next time guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. And a big thanks to Sourcemore for sending over for a review as ever.